My name's Cal Chapman. This is my wife, Jo. We had an interesting experience that started fall of 2013 here in our home when we had some unusual sound in our bathroom show up, and it ended up being a water leak in the slab thanks to old copper pipes that were unhappy. And we had a plumber come in, start doing a lot of work, got an insurance claim filed, and Jo ran into some good friends of ours in Bernie, and what happened next?
Well, the plumbers were wrapping up their job, and I ran into my friends and said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm buying tacos for plumbers because we have a big water leak and now I need a tile guy." And they said, "Oh, we know the guy to call. You need to call Trent with Ballroom Baths." That he had done their house, a couple projects in their house, the master bathroom of theirs. And so we called Trent, and 2 days later he came out to our house and walked through our master bath and other areas, and I'll let you share from there.
Well, Trent, we found out immediately he knew the process. He knew about insurance claims, working with insurance adjusters. He obviously knew his business about remodeling bathrooms, but he nailed everything. Even though we couldn't know yet what the process was going to involve, he pretty much told us what it would be, and that's how it went down. He ended up doing substantial work on the house. Our master bath was what you'd call the main project, but we had work done on 2 other baths, several other rooms. And the guy had such great attention to detail, worked with his subcontractors so well, communicated with us so beautifully. And Jo, you ought to tell him about how the design process went with Trent and you and others.
Well, I'm not that up to date and to style, and I'm not the typical woman who's always looking at different websites to see what's modern and in style. However, I do like what's modern and in style. And within about 5 minutes of Trent talking with me and showing me some photos, he nailed down what my style was and was able to come up with a 3D visualization of how my bathroom would look. And that did take some evolution of me understanding what modern things are and going to some stores and looking at tile and how some bathrooms were laid out, and to give me a better idea than just on a website of what it would look like. And that really opened my eyes to seeing that I had a really old-fashioned bathroom. And so now I'm very excited that we have a new in-style bathroom. And working with Trent was wonderful. If you can say having a renovation is a wonderful thing when you weren't planning to have a renovation to begin with. He was never afraid to answer our calls, communicate with us. He responded to every text, every phone call we made to him. He was here every day on the job, checking on the job, and didn't come at the same time, so the workers did not know when he was arriving. He's very professional, humble.
And in a renovation, things go wrong. You find stuff you weren't expecting, and Trent handled everything with grace. He handled it with intelligence. He was so down to earth. And again, we can tell that his experience was so vast that he was ready for whatever curveballs got thrown at him.
He didn't get ruffled. He was calm the whole time. So, very professional. We were pleased beyond belief by his customer service. I always said he was kind of like a doctor coming to check in on his job every day, like he's checking on a patient. Very attentive to detail.
Yeah, and in the end, we saw what the business name Ballroom Baths was about. We got a ballroom for our master bath. It's great.
And I say thank you, Ballroom Baths and Trent.
Amen.